The art of meditation has been present in our history since its beginnings. Its purpose goes far beyond its relaxing applications. It's the pathway to remember our potential and spiritual identity. During this meditation, you'll find out a way to reconnect to that source, rising to a dimension where all the true knowledge is stored, the Akashic Records. Take this time for yourself. Get comfortable, unplugging your mind from the outer physical world that may interrupt you. Close your eyes and focus on your breath. Focus your eyes on the middle of your eyebrows or third eye during the practice. And let your breath help your body to relax. Imagine how that air running throughout your body releases its tensions, even those little blockages that you didn't know exist. Most of those tensions are around your spine. Release all those tensions. Proceed with the rest of your body. Let it surrender to gravity. Your legs, your ankles, your feet, your shoulders, your elbow and arms, your hands and your fingers. You are in a deep state of consciousness by now. Your mind, body, and spirit are tuned to higher frequencies, forgetting any old programs and beliefs about who you are. Your mind listens to the voice and identity of your soul, its wisdom, and its memories. Slower your breathing pace with your eyes focused on the third eye. This position in your eyes produces a slight pressure below your forehead, activating an energetic reboot for your brain as you keep breathing deeply. This pressure also clears up your mind. Your body is very relaxed with no blockages, so that any toxic thought can go away from your head and be expelled as you exhale. Take some time to visualize this reboot and cleaning process. You can do this visualization every time you face any headache or mental stress. This posture of your eyes stimulates healing in your nervous system. Let your subconscious record this as you go deeper into this brain reboot. At this point, the reboot in your brain has been completed successfully. Your mind is now receptive to the messages from your heart. Nevertheless, besides intuition and common knowledge, your brain can also connect to the collective and universal consciousness, their memories, and wisdom. This information is known as the Akashic Records. They are archives where the history of the universe and its evolution is stored, including information from your previous lives or other resources you may find useful for the present. To gain access to these records, take a few seconds to remember who you are. Don't focus on your name, but instead feel your essence. Keep breathing deeply. Let the vital energy of your breath feed that essence in you. It's living in every cell and empty space within you. Recognize that essence. Now imagine that essence transformed into a golden light and feel it within you. 8 seconds. Now that light is transformed into a key made of gold. Observe that key. You will use it to access the Akashic Records. Open these records by keeping your eyes focused on your forehead. Imagine this little gold key placed at the center or at the crown of your head, ready to be used and give you access to higher dimensions. There you see a closed door, and you place yourself in front of it, holding the key. So before you open it, take a deep breath. If there's any question or inquiry in your heart, let it come out at this moment. Once identified, or if you have no question and your mind is open, proceed to the open door. Take a deep breath and enter that room or dimension you have just unlocked. Observe this new place. How do you imagine it? Is it beautiful, big, or small? Feel this new dimension and its energy. Feel all the wisdom in the air. As you breathe in, some part of that infinite wisdom and inspiration comes to you. Nevertheless, this wisdom needs to be transformed into knowledge in order to give you clear answers. Your mind has found the dimension of the Akashic Records, but now it needs to understand them. Take a deep breath, and as you do, imagine that all that wisdom in the air is materialized or transformed into books. A lot of books and papers appear, all organized in a library. Most of these books hold no information or knowledge from the material world. Instead, they hold ancient universal knowledge that can be applied by anyone at any time in history. Feel all this infinite knowledge around you. After contemplating this giant library and remembering the inquiry you identified at the beginning, your intuition guides you to one of those books. Identify it. Go and get it. You hold it in your hand and observe for a moment its details. Its color, cover sheet. Maybe it has a title and even an author. Observe it and try to get at least part of its message from its outlook before opening it. Now, as you open it, you find out the message you were asking for. Maybe it's not shown in the way you expected because the universe is giving you an answer that doesn't come from your personal mind. Take time to read it and feel it. As you read that information, you see there are more pages written. These pages say many interesting things about you, your life, your previous lives, your future, or any other topic your soul may be asking for. Imagine that every cell of you is learning this information and recording this experience. Whenever you need an answer from the highest realms, you know you have this library with this and many other books at your disposal. Nevertheless, remember that the key you just used appears only when your mind and heart are aligned. Otherwise, you will bounce back into the limited information and conditionings of your personal mind. So far, you have internalized the information of that book. Now proceed to close it. Give one last thank you to that book and the experience, and there store it in the same place where you find it. For a moment, imagine that you're also saving a copy or resume of that book for yourself. And now you start going out from this library. You take one last look back and see that there are many books. Infinite books. Nevertheless, your personal mind will need time to process this information you choose before using others. You can come back whenever you want if you find the right key to enter again. You find the door or portal you used to enter, and after taking a deep breath, you exit from the room. Now you find yourself back in the center of your brain with the golden key with you and also the sample of that book you chose. Store that book somewhere in your brain, like a folder in an archive, well organized so that you can know where to find it anytime you need this wisdom. Once you come out of this hypnosis, you will know that whenever you need to remember or do a quick overview of this information, you just need to close your eyes for a while and visualize that book you stored. The kind of information this book contains can be distorted or forgotten. This is why it's so important to continue with your meditative habits, to preserve any Akashic record you may find access to. Say thank you for the experience and all that you learned during this journey. Take a deep breath and start returning to the physical reality. Release the focus of your eyes on your forehead. Let the energy of your mind be spread to the rest of your body, becoming aware of your senses, your organs, your torso, your arms. Take your time for this. Your legs, move them a bit. Become aware of your feelings and your senses too. Now you're back here, wiser and relaxed. Say thank you to yourself for the experience. And keep your heart and mind as open as you can to receive the blessings from the Akashic Records and the present moment you're living. Open your eyes. Be happy. Be well.